Turning Ashok Sajjanhar, former diplomat, also with us. Ashok Sajjanhar, 170 terrorists eliminated by Operation Sindoor. That's the information now coming in through our sources.
Yes, indeed. I think that was a remarkably successful operation, and it was also successful in achieving all the objectives that it had set out to achieve. I think these attacks on these 9 strongholds and hideouts, as DGMO, also DG Air, DG Navy, all of them had in their briefings, and also the Foreign Secretary, he also mentioned that they were precise, they were focused, they were non-escalatory in nature. So I think we were really able to achieve all our objectives right on the first night, that is on the 7th morning when these attacks were launched. And just after that, we told Pakistan, and this was mentioned by the External Affairs Minister, this was also mentioned by DGMO, that we told them that we have achieved our military objectives. Now, if you do not escalate, then we are not going to respond. But Pakistan refused to take this sane advice, this wise advice to them. They decided to escalate, and we know what happened on the 10th morning, that when they tried to hit out at a civilian, at the civilian targets in India, at the military establishments in India, even at the religious, structures in India, they failed miserably. Whether it was our S-400 or Akash Tir or any of the indigenous air defense systems, they were very successful in blocking all these, whether it is missiles or drones or long-range weaponry that they used. And this was also a test case for the Chinese weaponry, because more than 80% of Pakistan's weaponry and equipment is of Chinese origin. So they were not able to succeed in any of these nefarious intentions. While as far as India's attack was concerned, it was very precise, and it was successful in taking out, as you mentioned, Uday, just now, 170 high-value assets, high-priced terrorists. And we also sort of, saw reports and even saw video coverage that people like, terrorists like Masood Azhar, they were wailing, they were crying that, 10 of his family members had been, including his brother, who was a known and targeted terrorist, that he'd been killed, and why did he also not die? I'm sure, meaning his wishes have been heard by the Indian Defense Forces, and I'm sure they will try their best in
more breaking